Titan EVO 2022 from SecretLab. Hey folks, Jason, Painfully Honest Tech here. Going to talk to you today about the new Titan EVO 2022 from SecretLab. If you've seen my video about the 2020 SecretLab chairs, I still feel pretty much the same way that I did about SecretLab chairs back 2 years ago when I made that video. I have used a lot of gaming chairs over the years. A lot of companies have sent me gaming chairs. All of them have had a certain level of quality, but none have risen to the level of the SecretLab chairs. And so they sent me over the Titan EVO 2022 to check out. Now I'm sitting right now on the leather 2020. There are a few differences about the chairs, which I'll go through real quickly. But for the most part, they've taken what was really good about the Titan series and made it a little better all over the place. There's just a few things that I didn't expect to see that are there and actually pretty cool. So let's get into it. Now, first off, lots of people, you're gonna wanna know, how's the butt cushioning? Well, I'll tell you. It is still firm. Now the SecretLab chairs have always been a little bit firm, so it's still firm, but compared to the 2020, I'd say it has more give to it than it did before, which is, I think, a good thing because firm is nice. I found that if it's too squishy, then you just end up not really, it ends up with problems in the back and everything. I like the less firmness. Now, another thing too is that the bolsters on the sides of the 2020 were a little bit higher than this. And a lot of people complain about this with gaming chairs. It sort of leaves your legs without too much room to move. You know, these are based off of racing seats for cars. And I will say that the bolsters, I mean, while they're still there on the 2022, they are not as high. They do give you a little bit of that cradling effect, but they're not as high. And so they give you a little bit more freedom of movement. I mean, neither one is very bad at all, but the 2022, you can tell that SecretLab put a little bit of thought into doing that. Design-wise, you see they've got some red striping here in the threads, some carbon fiber look going down around the sides. Now, this is their new weave of leatherette, which is much more leathery feeling than the leatherette of past. And I do like it quite a bit. It's got 2022 here. And now one of the mainstays of these chairs is of course the pillow. One thing I liked about the SecretLab chairs over and above any of the other chairs that I've tried is that it's memory foam. And so it's very comfortable. Just put your head back, it kind of sinks into the right place and then you're good. So I like that quite a bit. But one thing I don't like is that this thing always slips off, all right? And that's not good. So even though, and that's been something that's been going on with gaming headsets for quite a while, but one of the first innovations that we've got here on the 2022 is, how do I do that? It's magnetized. It's magnetized. And of course, the first question you ask is, will it stay there? And the answer is, yes, it will. You can move it up a little bit if you need to. So that's very nice. It still has all the different range of motion that the 2020 had. You can get yourself seated like this. You can recline all the way back here. You can even sort of put yourself here and then lock yourself in place. You can even like sit yourself back and then lock yourself in place. So if you're just hanging out watching some TV, you've got a nice reclined seat. Now you might recognize that these chairs usually come with arms, and that is true. And I've taken the arms off both because I play guitar, and when playing guitar in one of these seats, I found that I had to move way up on the edge, and that was starting to give me a lot of back strain. So I just took the arms off. There are a couple of things about the arms with the EVO 22s that I want to show you. So here we have one of the arms from the EVO 2022, and it's got a couple of new things on here. It's got a little embossed plate there that says designed by SecretLab 2022-23 series. Of course, it still moves up and down. And of course, it still has the left and right, the back and forth, and the in and out. So left, right, back and forth, and then in and out. SecretLab calls this 4D movement. I don't know that there can be such a thing as 4D, but that's what they call it. But you might notice something about the top here. And let's talk about that for a second, because whereas the armrests are just armrests on the 2020s, these 2022s are a little bit different. Every SecretLab chair, the 2022 series, comes with this, which is a swappable armrest. So while it's got all that range of motion, it also has removable armrest covers that are stuck on there with the same magnets that they use for the head pillow. You might be wondering, like, oh, does it come off? No. And I'm assuming they're going to be offering other styles, but this is a PU leather with some memory foam inside, very, very comfortable. This is a heavy arm. I mean, solid metal, the whole deal. It's a very heavy arm. So they've also made the seats go down just a little bit lower this time. So you can come up this high, which, you know, kind of puts my legs at a little bit of an angle, or you can come down this way. Both are comfortable, but they say that your legs are supposed to be kind of straight out so that your knees aren't sort of flexing. And so this lower position is a welcome change. Let's spin it around and just take a look at what else might be different. So you've got SecretLab Titan EVO on the back. This right here is an NFC chip. You can scan this and it'll tell you if your SecretLab chair is authentic or not. Now, why would you want to do that? Well, over the past few years, there's been sort of a proliferation of counterfeit chairs and other things out there in the marketplace. SecretLab wanted to make it so that you could be sure that you were getting an authentic SecretLab chair, so they've made this scannable on the back so that you have that sort of certificate of authenticity that you can make sure you know you've got what you paid for. So, what do these cost? So these come in several different sizes. You've got a regular size, you've got an extra large size, and you've got a small size. $4.99 for small. That's for people who are 5'6" or less than 200 pounds. Regular, which is what I've got here, which is 5'7" to 6'2", 220 pounds. That's also $49.99. And then XL is 5'11" to 6'9", 175 to 395 pounds. So they've got quite a range there that you can use to get into these chairs. They've also got the hybrid leatherette that I was telling you about. They've got a soft weave that's a little bit more expensive at $519, and then a Napa leather that is the same kind of leather that I have on here, I believe, and that is going to be $950, but it's currently unavailable. I don't know if they've released that chair yet or not. So over the past couple of years, everybody has had to find ways to be comfortable and work from home. I have been using these SecretLab chairs for, I don't know, the better part of at least 2.5 years since they first contacted me about looking at the chairs. They sent me this leather one after they sent me the leatherette one that at first. The leather is very nice, very comfortable, never had a problem. I also forgot, there's also a lumbar support here. They've kind of made the knobs a little bit nicer. There's a rubber grip around, and it goes back and forth and up and down with these. So it's a little bit more adjustable in the lumbar support. Then over here, we've got more magnets. See, these are always kind of the things that are the most annoying about putting these chairs together. So how long did it take me to put this chair together? Honestly, the chair comes in 3 major pieces: the base, the 5-star aluminum base, then the seat and the back. And the way that you do it is you put the base together first with the feet, you put the piston in, you get the seat put on, and then you put on the back. And it really took me no more than an hour. It really took me no more than an hour to get the whole thing done. So I don't do as many product reviews from companies that have reached out to me as I used to. And I'm really selective about the ones that I pick. A lot of times these days, the people that I work with are the people who are making products that I'm interested in, that I've used before, and that I know are going to be good, high quality. And SecretLab took what was really, really good, what was really, really comfortable about the 2020 Titan series, and then just made it a little bit nicer, refined it a little bit, gave it a few more bells and whistles that really do make it a better experience. I mean, I can't tell you how nice it is to just, it is really nice to just have that sitting there without that strap around the back. I know it might seem like a small thing, but when the strap comes undone while you're sitting in your chair or something, it's kind of annoying. So for my money in this racing style chair, see, I haven't sat in anything that's better than SecretLab, and they keep making the chairs even better. If you have any questions about the chairs, let me know down in the comments below. I'll be happy to answer them. And please use my link because I get a little bit of an affiliate kickback whenever people come from my link, and it just helps out the channel. It helps put food in baby's mouth, honestly, and it's really a great help. So if you can use that link, go check them out. And so use that link, go check them out. Otherwise, once more, my name's Jason. This is Painfully Honest Tech. Tech so honest it hurts. Until the next time, I'm out.